So let me ask you about the latest on Mubarak Bala. Perhaps for those who may not know, could you tell us who Mubarak Bala is, for who may not know, and then from
Yeah.
there the latest about him.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I think we were talking about religion and the benefits and the harm
Yeah.
and use and all that. So I think the case of Mubarak Bala is one, what it is typical, and it can help us understand this. Okay.
Okay, good.
So Bala is just he came out as an ex-Muslim. That was in 2014. So I wasn't in the country. I was studying for my doctorate then, and they told me about him. I was like, wow, who does that? That was my reaction, because knowing with what I knew about, his that's the Islam as practiced in the north and all that.
Yeah.
I know that for somebody to come out openly like that, the person is just is taking a lot of risk, and all that. But the controversy went on and eventually died down, and he started going about his business. And I came back. That was 2017. We met at a conference, I think 2018 or 2017, thereabouts. So, and we met physically, and we've been interacting since then. And he has been so much interested in leading a kind of awakening, in the northern part. He's been focusing on the northern part. He felt that, Islam as practiced in the north had done a lot of damage to the people, and there's a need for people to speak freely about Islamic beliefs, about the life of Prophet Muhammad, so that people can really, from there, make head and tail or make sense of what they want to take based on critical evaluation, not just indoctrination. So I think that's his orientation. So he's just like a free mind, a free thinker, a free speaker, and who thinks that is the only way that they can make sense of the harm being done, especially with the Boko Haram challenges and with all sorts of blasphemy accusations, killings, and all that. So he's that kind of person, an enlightener, somebody who really wants to awaken the people. So, and that's exactly in line with what he was doing until that was 2020. I just got a phone call that he'd been arrested because he made some post on Facebook. Before then, of course, I've had some of that the post he was making was generating some problem. And I really called him and he told me, yes, but that's exactly the goal. The goal is that when people get, to react this way, you use that opportunity to educate them, to enlighten them. And he told me all sorts of stories about during the COVID then, that people were playing COVID Cup, even when they said there was nobody should even come out, that people came and instituted COVID Cup. They were playing matches, they were sneaking into the mosque at night. So he told me all sorts of things because it was that 2020 time. So now I, got arrested and all that. So we started looking for him. We could not figure out where he was. And eventually about 6-8 months later, we were told that he was in the police station in Kano. Then we started pressing for him to be brought to court. So, that took us about a year again. And maybe that was last year. He was charged to court. And of course, the main things that they said, he pleaded guilty. And he told me that was the only way for him to get out of Kano. He told me that it was the only way. And the only way to get out of Kano without anybody being killed, either himself, his lawyer, or people around him. So because that the people did not have any strong case, and that if he wins, that they will come and kill him in the prison, and if they don't kill the lawyer at the court. So the only thing he needed to do was to plead guilty. They put him in prison, then pursuing the appeal, then from there he could escape. So that was the explanation he gave me, because I had to meet him. I said, what happened? Why did you plead guilty? And making the appeal process complicated. And he explained to me all he has suffered: intimidation, harassment, threat to life, and that he wanted to save everybody. That if he wins that case, that people could come, hundreds of people could invade the court, kill the lawyer, kill the judge, and if they kill the judge, that the judge will believe that he will go to heaven, because he's doing. So he told me a lot of stories that while made him, to do that. So, but we're now trying to appeal the case. But what is on the air now is politics, is election. So the courts are just congested, are focusing more on that. And especially a case like his, they will actually want to put it by the side, because of the political implications. So we are pursuing the appeal, and the Femi Falana is the one leading the appeal process at the moment. So, but we're waiting for the court to give us a date. They gave us a date, but the court did not sit. but they told us that, we should wait for another date, for the appeal. So that's exactly where we are.
That's interesting. First off, the fact that we have blasphemy laws in Nigeria is counterproductive to the idea that Nigeria is a democracy. I believe that it is either we have free speech or not. Either we can't negotiate free speech. We can't on the one hand have blasphemy laws and then we pretend to be a democracy, or we have free speech. It doesn't work that way. And I saw some of the posts he made that caused this controversy. It was on his personal Facebook account. Personal. Yes. He didn't go to a mosque. Yeah. He didn't write anything. Yeah. He didn't write anything on the mosque. He didn't even distribute any flyer. It was on his personal Facebook account. So why should he be arrested over his personal opinion, which he posted on his personal Facebook account? It doesn't make any sense. So it's a very slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, and it's even sad that we have blasphemy laws in the first place. It's actually very, very sad. And I hope that he wins. I genuinely win for the sake of democracy, for the sake of free speech. I hope he wins the appeal, and he is set free as soon as possible.
The thing is that, yes, you see, when they say we have blasphemy laws, actually, they don't even understand the implication. Number one, there are blasphemy laws for religious majority to oppress minorities. Because if you watch what's going on, what they call blasphemy is what every religious person commits.
Exactly.
Because ask yourself, how can you promote and preach religion without committing blasphemy?
Exactly.
It is not possible.
Exactly.
So it negates freedom of religion and belief, including freedom to promote Islam. So it is those who are even using blasphemy laws as Muslims and are using it, they don't know that they are actually, is a counterproductive. Okay, if you look at it critically, because for instance, I come from the southeastern part. I never saw a mosque till I was 20-something years. I didn't see a mosque. I never saw any person praying, a Muslim. Okay, so when you come to my place to preach Islam, it's blasphemy. Yes, and if you think that black people should be killed or sent to jail, that means that Muslim preachers and evangelizers will be in jail. So you can't make sense of preaching of religion and still you can comfortably defend blasphemy. So, but what I'm saying there is that I agree with you, we shouldn't have it. But Muslims and religious people should actually be the ones who say we shouldn't have it because they can't preach their religion. Because when some of them now want to preach to me or tell me anything about Islam, I say, look, it's blasphemy, what you are speaking, because it is contrary to my own, quote, beliefs, and it also, quote, is insulting, to my own beliefs. So what I'm saying there is that we have not actually understood the implications of having blasphemy laws vis-a-vis our right to freedom of religion or belief and our right to freedom of expression.
All right. Okay, so tell me about your critical thinking projects, because I've seen a couple of your posts. You've gone to different schools in Nigeria and educating young ones about critical thinking. And first off, I believe that